U.S. flips and is giving even more aid to Ukraine. I'm Kristi Leigh, and here's today's Daily Brief. I'll have what the U.S. is sending over to Ukraine this time. Plus, new leaked video features none other than mysteriously not prosecuted January 6er Ray Epps. Legacy media is trying desperately to redefine yet another word, and were the protesters in Atlanta actually paid agitators? Starting today with new developments in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the U.S. and Germany have now approved sending Leopard and Abrams tanks to Ukraine, according to Remix News. The German chancellor has decided to send a squadron's worth of Leopard 2 main battle tanks to Ukraine, and the United States is following suit, with both moves seen as a dramatic escalation to the conflict. Breitbart reports the U.S. had been hesitant to send the tanks before because they are difficult to maintain and hard to train on pieces of equipment. Officials say details are still being worked out as a string of senior Ukraine government officials were sacked or resigned amidst a flurry of corruption claims. Some dozen officials have quit their posts after allegations and probes into cases ranging from bribery to mismanagement of aid funds for purchasing food to embezzlement to driving expensive cars while common people suffer under wartime conditions, according to Zero Hedge. The Deputy Minister of Defense resigned after accusations relating to his purchase of military rations at inflated prices in what appears to be a scheme to line the pockets of contractors and potentially involving kickbacks to himself. Our tax dollars at work. Meanwhile, a Defense Department official says U.S. troops need more training about online misinformation. Summit News reports the Defense Department has started educating troops about these threats, including by releasing a document dubbed Official Use of Social Media for Public Affairs Purposes, that, among other things, provides instructions on how to report what is seen as a fake or imposter account. Turning now to Ray Epps, he just keeps popping up. Despite video evidence of him encouraging protesters to go to the Capitol on January 6th.
We need to go, I'll say it, we need to go in to the Capitol.
And even a text revealed saying he orchestrated the January 6th riot, he remains a free man, while others sit in the D.C. gulag with no due process. Now Gateway Pundit reveals even more never-before-seen video showing Ray Epps' breach of the Capitol, part of the 14,000 hours of the footage the government has been hiding. This footage was shown in the Proud Boys trial, but in a strange coincidence, when this video played at the Proud Boys trial, a fuzzy glitch in the video literally covers Ray Epps making the first breach through a black fence. This same part of the fence, the prosecution is blaming the Proud Boys for breaching in their trial. How come the original does not contain the same glitch? Gary McBride of M5 News says he believes the video was purposely doctored, saying it's like a watermark effect they used. I know they edited the CCTV video, which is illegal. The reason I know this is because the original video did not have the glitch when Ray Epps breached the fence, nor did it have a time and date stamp on it. Speaking of January 6th, compare this video, which legacy media characterizes as an armed insurrection. These people just walking around inside the Capitol like they're on a tour, to this video of the Antifa-involved protests in Atlanta. They again refer to this as mostly peaceful, as a police car is burning in the background.
Where those shots are from the car.
And this CNN contributor does word gymnastics to redefine the word violent.
I think that there's a real blurring of the lines in the use of the word violence. Is property destruction violence? To some people, it certainly is. But, this idea that breaking windows or other acts of property destruction are the same as actual violence against humans it's kind of a dangerous and slippery concept.
About all those Atlanta protesters, why were most of them not actually from Atlanta? Western Journal, pay attention to the one thing all alleged terrorists captured in Atlanta have in common. Every single detainee from the weekend, with the exception of one, was from outside the Atlanta city limits, with only one hailing from Georgia. What would motivate so many, not even from the area, to gather for the Cop City protest in Atlanta? How would people from Michigan, Tennessee, and Nevada be affected by the building of a police facility in Atlanta? Especially with a degree of passion that now has many of them facing multiple misdemeanors and felonies. Weird. So here's today's takeaways. Looks like we're now going to be supplying Ukraine with tanks, even as there's been mass resignations over allegations of mishandling the tax dollars we've already provided. Evidence continues to erupt that Ray Epps played a major role in the January 6th riot, but he's not only free, he appears to be shielded from scrutiny. Legacy media continues to gaslight by sensationalizing January 6th while downplaying even more violent and destructive protests. And many of those arrested in Atlanta aren't even from the area. To learn more, be sure to go to AmericanFaith.com and subscribe to our daily newsletter. For American Faith, I'm Kristi Leigh.